Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 on the UK map. The rework is sort of complete. I added a couple of new bits here and there. We'll start at the top. We'll go to trains and do ITC. There we go. So the Scottish trains are all in blue. Changed up these bore sigs. Actually painted them blue, and the carriages for the Central Caledonian Railway sort of livery. They're sort of working away nicely. The train is actually making money. So most of the intercities are. This Great Northern is not. I think it keeps getting stuck. Yeah, it's stuck again. Now it's stuck here, and apparently it can't get, or these fuel trains are stuck. Waiting for that to move. So that's really super annoying. If we speed it up. Now they shouldn't, I think they're actually genuinely stuck there. These ones don't have a signal to tell them to stop here, so they just have free roam. Now they do. This one, a signal there as well. That should let this one go. Should be in the operative word here. There's also no signals here, so that's a couple of things I've missed during the rework. A couple of quite bad things, actually, because that'll get stuff going a lot quicker. These little York trains are doing good. Did that alleviate it now? No. Still won't go. There's nothing on your line here. The next signal is there. Right, it let this guy go, whoever he may be. Oops. Did not realise that bulldozer. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What a mungo. Right, let's get that piped back in. Yes, many lines are upset now. This we understand. Right, so that one is going again, but it should stop down here. Yeah, this one is being allowed to go now. Now these three trains are all stuck up here, which super duper sucks. This one is York Fuel. Don't know how this has ended up here. That's one of the things I completely missed. So that's been roaming probably all the way around Scotland and then back down here. There have been a few trains here and there that have done that, and it's super annoying when they do that. This one should be back on track. These will be able to get going again, and it should be okay. So that was the problem. There was a AWOL train, this train, and it was causing very bad things. Right, this train probably stuck as well. Yeah, it is. Unlucky friend. You will be. They would be making money. They're just stuck. The Highland. These trains could potentially be stuck as well, because they do get stuck yet down here. So the severe lack of, looks like iron ore is the thing that's holding us up. This one only has 5 to go, so the iron ore in there should be enough. There it goes, and then it sets off on its way again. So there is a slight delay for this train, but it should be okay. This one here, where is it? That one will have a clear run on the way back. It just seems like not many people actually want to use it, which is strange. I mean, the next stop is Wrexham, and Wrexham, I think, is potentially a sort of broken town. Yeah, it stops. This stops over at this side. I mean, there are 40 people waiting for the bus for Wrexham. Okay. Manage vehicles. There's only one of these. 1. Yes. 2. Yes. And yes. Right, so people do want to use it. They just can't reach it. There are new things in Wrexham as well I need to show you, but we'll go back up north. So that train will get busier, hopefully. Yeah, we've got the Wrexham to Tidful train back in as well. Yeah. Right, so nothing has changed up in Scotland. Everything is the same. Couple of things changed here and there. That is still the same. The Central Belt intercity train, perhaps need to get 2 of those. I do have 2. One is running 5 and is at Glasgow. It's 5 all she wrote. Yep, but I think it picks up here again. It's Stirling. Yeah, 15 waiting there. Not many people to go to Glasgow. But yep, all these trains up here are relatively the same. I think I did change 156 people waiting to go to Perth. And this train was a disaster the first time around. Now everyone wants to use it. Yeah, it's like some blue wagons on there, so I thought that was kind of cool as well. There we go. We're now 2 million in the hole for that. That is still probably not moved. The Central line is also potentially stuck. That's one of those ones. It's probably stuck in that queue as well. This should get better now that Wrexham has stuff. The Scottish Northeastern line is where, push pause, we're going too fast, losing stuff. So the Central Belt was the one we just looked at. That's doing okay. The Intercity Central Scotland train, that looks to be doing okay. It's 70 of 90, so that's not too bad. 30, yeah, they're running with full loads, almost. This one we just looked at, the main line, should be getting better. I think it's bogged down in traffic also. This Midlands Railway Central is the one that goes from York. No, it goes from Hull, York to Sheffield. That's probably stuck back in that congestion with these trains. So the Great Northern Railway and the Great Northern North Railway, which goes Sheffield, Newcastle, Burton on Tweed. Is it Burton on Tweed? It's not Elgin. Newcastle, Berwick upon Tweed. Right. So all that is the same. I did change up these oil trains here. We had some Stockton and Darlington Railway versions of these. So they're loading up. And closest to sort of Stockton and Darlington I could get was between Newcastle and Sheffield here. So I've just used them on there. We've got our oil trains are running back on the go as well. I'm not sure what this is. York Crude, it's waiting to go back. It's a little tank engine. It's been double headered, which I thought was pretty cool. These idiots are now stuck, but they should not be unless this train, nah, it should be fine. You can't go because of what? Nothing. I can get you a signal up to about there, if that makes you feel better. It does. Sweet. And there's a signal there. Right, so that should move once more. That'll clear that junction. This one will be able to go. There was one of the MR Central trains there, so it is now moving once more. Autosave. How's it going? Come on. Come on. Man, the autosaves are so slow. Right. Where in blue blazes? Ah, you're a fuel train. Yeah. Good man. You were stuck for a while. Now you're not stuck. We've still got a lot of these. See, this one only has 1. This one has 30 apparently. So they're now moving once more. There should actually be 16, 1 going to Leicester. That's not a lot. And there's 1 in here. And Leicester are a lot of people. waiting to jump on the York commuter. I would imagine it stops somewhere at the far end. I have no idea. Is this it? There is. There's 68 people waiting to jump on a train. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Manage the line. In fact, manage the vehicles. And we'll duplicate all of them, yes, and send them on their way. There we go. Some more rolling out from there. That'll get more passengers to there. So let's go to Carlisle. I moved that to the side. I upgraded this. And that looks like a Manchester train. Oh, it's a Carlton delivery train. So these are not waiting for a full load, but they should be. Wait for a full load. Only pick up fuel and unload nothing. Excellent. So I made this bigger. I'm now a lot happier. We do have the stone trains here rolling in again. Again, they should be waiting for a full load. So let's go full load for that. Load only stone and unload nothing. Excellent. So they'll be waiting now. So these are pretty much the same. We've got the G3, the Prussian G3 Northwestern livery. This one is waiting patiently. We've got our little Kendall train, Kendall fuel train. That's apparently only picked up 10. Yep, because it's already set to pick up here. Load fuel. Okay, that's weird. And this one as well. Yep, that's a Manchester train waiting for fuel. We've got a little train hauling some oil here, which is nice. So I moved this as well. So this now comes round here, which is a lot better. That was, well, I've still got that one there. I was going to add more grain to this line, but decided against it because we're we're okay for grain over here. We'll get to that in just a second. So this factory was over there. I've since moved it. These trains are picking up machines, of which they are doing a fantastic job. There's a steel train coming in. There's our little Kendall mech route. It's still waiting for stuff as well. So steel is something we're struggling for. This one is stocked up on steel, and it needs silver ingots or silver bars, which we will get in an episode very, very soon. This one is fine for planks. It just needs the steel to roll in. Now this one is getting a handful. Most of it is going there. That's perfect. Yep, so there's the passenger station at Kendall. Again, same routes. The intercity London. Right, so I made a London and Manchester railway. So there's a little intercity train here. Don't know, there's actually two of them. There's one heading back there, 30 of 30. It's got the Lion, which is the name of the train. It's a little generic 040, and it's pretty smart. So it runs from Kendall to Blackpool, Blackpool to Liverpool, Liverpool to Manchester, sort of around the outskirts here. And I think it's pretty cool. Like that train, I wanted to use it, so popped it in, no problem. There's our London North Western Railways fuel tankers. There's a Manchester fuel tanker. Excellent. Now, mail. We've got mail coming from the back here, and it's heading out to Kendall. So RDD mail Kendall. If we go to the lines and we go to the road vehicles, remove that, you will see that if we type in mail, all the delivery are in mail. All transfers are still in green. So anything to do with mail delivery. We are delivering mail to Gloucester, Kendal, Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester and Blackpool. So Manchester mail was a horrible, horrible state for a while, and now it's like doing okay. Not sure what's happening with the Kendall line. It may just be too far for them to go. By the time they get back, they probably lose all their money. And Liverpool Mail. Liverpool's struggling to sort of get mail as it was. I mean, it should be getting mail. Holy crap. Okay, Liverpool is getting mail. It just needs more vehicles. So select all. Duplicate them. Yes. Off they go. Now, is there any congestion in Liverpool? It looks okay. We've got the cheese route and milk route back in, which brings us to this little route here. So I built this. Just takes grain from over here to there, and I've got another one of those 040s. I think it's a London North Western Railways version. Yep, it is. It's rather beat up and old at the moment, but it runs grain back here to surplus the milk. We do have milk going into Manchester. Manchester was totally gridlocked at one point. You can see there's areas where there's lots of trucks, like here. It's bad, but now it seems to be working a-okay. So we're getting plenty of food in. There's an alcohol train in the background using a Midlands Railway 040. It's a bit beat up paint wise. I might refresh it. There we go. They've got little logos on the side as well. It is actually red, if you can't tell. So there we go. There's everything new in this sort of area. So Blackpool's getting mail. Liverpool is getting mail also, as you can see up here. The ships are still the same. There's nothing new over on Ireland. Douglas is still the same. These trains are still running as normal. Now if we head down to the newspaper area, so we are sending, it's supposed to be newspaper out to Wrexham, but there's alcohol waiting here as well. It's getting dropped off by this train. Now I would just like it to go straight to the ship. There you go, there's one just dropped off now. So the Liverpool alcohol train used to pick up newspapers and take them back to Manchester. That was, for all intensive purposes, a bit of a nightmare. Now it just bypasses, it goes straight through Manchester, breaks out onto here, and it delivers newspapers to Birmingham. So Birmingham now gets newspaper, and then it heads back here. And there is 173 waiting. That is awesome. Don't know what train I've put on there. Can't actually remember. Let's look at it. You're a something something. Right, you're just a generic London North Western Railways train. I think. Yeah, that's just a generic London North Western Railways train as well. So this is sort of new as well. So we're getting cheese, plenty of milk. I'll add some more vehicles to that as well. There's one of our steel trains heading back with DX goods trains on it, double headered, awesome. There we go, a very beat up. See, there's 0 on this one, probably because this one is right in front of it. They're not spaced out very well, unfortunately, but there's a lot of people here waiting to go to Birmingham, so it will be full at the next place. Right, so you guys are sort of stuck. You're stuck. You're waiting on him to come down there, which is fine. So here's one of our food trains, or one of the bread trains that takes food up to the food factory. It comes round this way. This area here is a slight problem child area, but it's okay. Once that clears, this will clear. Don't know why, because you are waiting to get into there. Right, we could perhaps signal that. Now that'll obviously block this section, but that's okay. So there's another one of our Manchester Railways, our Midlands Railway train, or a London North Western Railways generic 060 heading into there. If you hold on, buddy, you will get newspapers. Manor Road. The vehicles don't turn anymore. Birmingham branch, yeah, that one did. Nope, Manor Road, Birmingham branch. Right, here's our little alcohol train again, heading back. Full load, that's excellent. And now the trains don't have to wait so long here. They just pick stuff up and then go. There's another alcohol train. So what is this one? Yeah, I doubled these up. Yeah. So everything is basically the same here. There's the bread line. Grain is coming in. The station has been expanded. The grain train that comes from here at this side, Sheffield Livestock and Grain, Sheffield Grain and Alcohol. So it picks up grain, takes it over here, produces alcohol, takes it back, and then we're just driving it up to there. That's what I originally wanted to do, but I sort of screwed it up. So now it actually will work like so. I really need this to pick up, because the cattle farm over here, livestock farm, is struggling to get livestock put over. And in turn, our meat trains, like this one, often leave with nothing in them, because there's no train delivering anything. I mean, here's one now with 100, which is ace. But yeah, that one's going back with grain. So that's the problem here. Nowhere near enough grain getting delivered. These trucks are doing a stand-up job. There's a lot waiting here, but I just can't get it across fast enough. No way, no how. And this train is waiting for a full load as well. I should maybe set them not to wait for a full load, but that's the way I'm doing it for the moment. So the new stuff is basically up here, and it's more mail and newspaper orientated. Manchester has grown quite big, actually. Got a few new bridges and stuff to alleviate traffic. What else is new? Can't really remember. Everything else is back in. I did select most of the usual or the same trains as we were currently running. Yeah, there's 132 people waiting to go to Sheffield East. Oh no, I hate when it does that. I'm doing that a lot recently. It's done that a lot today. It's been super annoying. Intercity. Right, this thing is now in profit, so let's have a look. Let's delete that. Now before, I had lines that were, so bad. Really, really bad. Like 300,000. Most of these are hardly losing anything. RDD Newcastle fuel. So I've not put any vehicles in that yet. So I probably should. But yeah, it looks like there's more in profit than are out of profit. These commuter lines were way down because obviously the intercity trains weren't working. But yeah, some of them should be okay. This Cormac line, for some reason, oh wow, what is happening here? So we've got large amount of congestion here. Now, potentially I could have screwed this up. So Cardiff Fuel, manage line at Manchester Road, right, so that is wrong. Full load there. Load fuel. Unload nothing. At Manchester Road, don't load fuel, but just unload. Right, so they'll begin to move again. This will begin to work again. I was a bit freaked out there. That line was very, very good to start with. It had absolutely no issues. But all these trucks will now deliver their stuff, and then we'll be good again. So ignore that. That was a technical malfunction. This Manchester fuel line is a hit or a miss. It was severely bogged down in traffic. I have alleviated some of the traffic. Look, it just sails through now, which is so much better. Same with the mail. Oh, the mail was having a complete and utter meltdown. It's now okay. In fact, I can actually remove some of these mail wagons now. Excellent. In fact, I should put them on the other mail, but I'm trying to keep the city sort of limited in how many trucks are going in there. Mech, looks like a mech train just delivered. So Manchester basically has everything. Milk is doing okay. It's getting fuel. It's getting machines. Goods. Gonna be a while getting the goods, I think. There is plastic. There is goods factory over there. There is plastic factory here and steel mill there, which I do plan on actually using and getting up and running fairly soon. But until then, we're sort of screwed. Here's that iron ore thing. There's the silver mine and there's silver mill. So if we can get that and then take that down here, some way somehow get it on this line to go over there. Yeah, I do believe I can actually do that. Look at all the people, 195 waiting for that little train. So yeah, that is everything done up here. We've got a little bypass for the steel trains. They now cruise round here, which is extremely nice. I mean, I've just had a little thought that I could have grain pop up here and be delivered into there. There's no point adding any more trucks. They are going potentially as fast as they can go. There is a little gap there. So maybe adding like something like 2 or something. Or do we just leave it? I think we'll just leave it. Don't want too much congestion going on. There we go. There's the milk. So this is all Birmingham is getting. It should be getting bread. It is getting mail. Started to get newspapers. We can't even deliver 96 beef down here. That is something we could do. Probably by road because it's not that far. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Liverpool is now getting newspapers. It needs this food. I call it shopping because it's in a shopping trolley. Milk, it's kind of getting. Cheese, it's getting. Fuel, it needs to get. Mail, it should be getting better for mail. We're probably waiting on a mail train. Yeah, you've got 64 mail. That's good. Perfect. Right. So that's all the sort of new stuff up here. Now I can't remember how far we had actually got, and everything is in it Gloucester. The Great Northern Railways train is back up. All the Leicester trains are back up. There we go. We've got these Buxton of Harper Hill. This is like the closest place to where Harper Hill actually is, or at least I thought when I looked at the map. So they're delivering grain beautifully. We can also get more grain going to there and there. Lots of farms around here, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, these guys here are still struggling somewhat. You are taking up a hell of a lot of space there, buddy. Is this a food train? It is. So yeah, we've only got like 71 beef. This thing just annihilates that stuff as soon as it arrives. As soon as it arrives, boof, it's gone. Right, this thing has actually started. This thing was running a crazy amount of people. So yeah, new stuff is all done. Everything is back to normal. Money wise, we're sort of looking okay. I mean, this Manchester fuel train, right, we could probably take some of these off, or at least set them to wait for a full load. There's no way we should have I think it's 20 we've got on there so far. I don't even know. Are you waiting for a full load? You are, which is nice. If we can keep them sort of running more frequently. It does obviously take a long time for the train to get up here. I mean, food, 180 trucks to deliver food. Manage vehicles. Now there are 7. Let's duplicate that. And then that should be it going. So I need to get fuel on Newcastle, which is easy because the route is already done. Liverpool commuter is down. These are just sort of circling the profit. Right, Manchester fuel, we've got slightly less. I mean, where is that? They are stuck in traffic somewhere, right? This is not your route, my friends. Or maybe it is. What's this? Mech Line has decided to go that way. Unfortunately. So I should, for all intensive purposes, move where fuel gets delivered. I mean, this area is quite bad at the moment. I mean, there's no fuel waiting, so we can delete some of those. Get rid of that one as well. Right, you go. That mech only has 3. This mech has 2. So they've dropped some off. They're about to drop off the other half. Mail. There's a lot of mail trucks running past there as well. That. Move that. This is down to 43. So this area is now congested. Some are going forward. Some are turning right. Right? No, I can't actually upgrade this road. I did try, but that factory is there. Right. Yeah, so Mech Line comes down here. So I thought I'd alleviated the traffic. I've basically just moved it somewhere else. Fast forward it. I want to see where this truck goes. It's still got 3 on board. This one's got 0. So it stops up here somewhere. Stops there. Right, so if I upgrade this road, will bad things happen? Potentially a couple of buildings will be removed. Who's this? Ooh, so that mech truck went somewhere else. Let's try upgrading this road as well. Yeah, it looks much better. Roads, let's try upgrading that for 1.1 million. Yeah, let's leave that. There's a little bit of a choke point there. This does seem to be moving a hell of a lot better. Yeah. Good. Alright. How are we for mech? Anyway, we are clearing it. Mech. Manage line. Yeah, you guys are waiting for a full load. And now that you can roam slightly more faster, we should be okay. Are you a newspaper train? You're a mech train. Mech train should be managed line at Blackpool, waiting for a full load. Don't know if that's a good idea. Probably not. There we go. There's a news. Train coming in behind it is mail. Train heading out. That's the little Leicester Manchester. I kept that does quite well actually. It did not in previous. See, that's still got 2. Yeah, okay, so they'll clear that. We could maybe alleviate 1 or 2 of these. Where's the next one? Yeah, we'll get rid of that one as well. There's only 52 waiting. Get rid of that one as well. We're basically just trying to clear some of the vehicles off here. That'll keep us in profit, because we won't have too many empty vehicles sitting around doing nothing. Alcohol, 15 of 30. Yeah, there's a lot here. And the train is not as frequent as it normally should be. There we go. Our train has arrived. They'll be able to clear most of that. In fact, probably all of it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 there. Yeah, it's going down. Food is also going down. Fuel's looking better. In fact, the fuel line is looking, there we go, Manchester fuel, 24,000, it's looking better. Gloucester mail train, are you struggling or stuck somewhere? I'm gonna say stuck somewhere. No, there he is there. 60. Could be a pile up back here. No, we're good actually. Gloucester may just have all its mail. Almost. So it's getting its food as well. Lots of food there. 132. Let's manage those vehicles. Let's up the ante on them. So I've basically just been doing little tweaks. A couple of new things here and there that I wanted to do before, and I thought I'd better get them in before moving to somewhere else. So we're going to be moving down to the south. We're going to be doing coastal intercities along here. I am going to utilise this iron ore mine at Oxford and bring more iron into the Newport steel mill, because it is kind of struggling, and it's almost struggling with iron ore. These are running full loads. I did think about double headering the furthest one away. I mean, I could actually double these trains. In fact, manage vehicles, duplicate them, yes. There we go, there's 2 more on there. This one has 4, yep. So it's this one at the back. Hello. Manage vehicles, let's duplicate them as well, because we just want to keep iron ore flowing in. They'll appear out of this depot out there. There they are. Excellent. Here's some of our intercities. 287 for Wales South. Jesus. And that one only got 10. There we go. This train is ready though, so off it goes. This train will be stuck, but it'll give the station time to accumulate more passengers. Oh, these are London North Western Railway's stake wagons, by the way. And they're just running... we've got privately owned wagons for these guys. Sorry about the stutter. It's when I'm in 3 times speed and there's a lot of stuff happening on the map, it goes like this. I mean, not just the map, the game in general. So, that's bad. But yep, that's all the sort of new stuff we got. In the next episode, we will be heading down here and getting these intercities done. We'll be using some of our Lighton, London, Brighton, South Coast railway trains and that. I am going to try and get this hooked up to that, and then that over here. Don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm sure we'll figure out a way, some way, somehow. And I'm going to get that iron ore mine here connected to that as well, because we're going to be using a lot of steel up here once we start getting those silver bars in. So yep, everything is running fine. Ships and that are still the same. A couple of new trains here and there. I'm sure we'll see them in passing. But that is going to be it for this episode. We'll go down to this pretty cool junction. There's a lot happening here. Yep, that is going to be it for this episode. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit the subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever 2, and I will catch you later.